I really enjoy reading. I love looking into new worlds and seeing interesting technology or magic that couldn't exist in today's world. But even more than the technology or world, I love characters. Watching well-developed characters fight for what they believe in, even when it gets really hard, is one of my favorite parts of reading any book. One of my favorite examples of a well-developed character is Spensa Nightshade from Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. Spensa is nothing if not self-confident. After her father is branded a traitor and a coward, Spensa is cast out from society and doesn't belong anywhere. Spensa has to stop caring about what other people think of her and instead work relentlessly toward her ultimate goal of becoming a starship pilot. I used to think I was like Spensa Nightshade, fearless and passionate, setting my sights on a goal and then working until I achieved it, without ever stopping because I thought I wasn't good enough or that I didn't belong. And yet, there are times when, like all of us, I'm faced with doubts and concerns. Sometimes I wonder, how do I appear to other people? Am I really the confident person that I pretend to be? I found the answer to this question in a quote by T. Harv Eker. He said, "Successful people have fears. Successful people have worries, and successful people have doubts. They just don't let these feelings stop them." I don't claim to be a successful person, but as soon as I heard this quote, I realized that showing a confident face to others was actually just my way of taking control of my internal fears and deciding not to let other people determine who I am. Today, I'm going to tell you why, if you want to belong anywhere, it's essential that you belong to yourself first, and how you can feel that even when you doubt yourself. We as humans want to belong. We want our friends to accept us and our teachers and parents to understand us. So why is it that so many people, even when around friends, feel like others don't really know them or care about them? Sometimes the loneliest moments come when surrounded by a crowd. A little while ago, after many drafts and lots of hard work, I entered a speech I'd written in a tournament. I thought it was a good speech and I was quite proud of it. Throughout the speech's writing process, I'd been given lots of feedback, mostly in the form of criticism, but after all my hard work, I was excited to finally have people hear it and, hopefully, like it. Yet, as I started listening to the speeches of the other competitors, I once again started doubting myself. Everyone else's speeches were so much better, and I began to wonder if I really belonged to this group of great speechwriters. Even though people told me my speech was good, I still was doubting myself. But then I thought back to the writing process. I had written draft after draft, and I knew my speech had improved each time. I was proud of the work I'd done, and when I didn't win the tournament, I realized that I could be happy with who I was and what I'd done, even if someone else was better than me. One of my favorite teachers always says that success is better viewed as a process of becoming someone you can respect than it is as something you can achieve through any trophy or award you receive from someone else. In the same way, when we're only searching for our validation from outside sources, can we truly succeed? How can we hope to belong to a group when we don't even belong to ourselves? How can we hope to include and accept others before we're willing to accept ourselves? Paradoxically, accepting yourself or believing in yourself does not mean concluding that you're okay the way you are or that you don't need to improve. Quitting after writing the first draft of my aforementioned speech wouldn't have made me feel proud of myself the way I did after 4 drafts. Deciding you're okay just the way you are and that you never need to change is really just another way of giving up on yourself. Spensa's grandmother tells her something similar. She says, speaking of the people of their planet, "Their heads are heads of rock, for their hearts are set upon rock." Set your sights on something higher, something more grand. We must not cower in the dark because we fear the spark within us. When you fear you don't belong, when you doubt your own abilities, will you give up then? Of course not. You can't belong anywhere until you see the spark within your own soul. I encourage you to change your understanding of what it means to belong and to succeed, and to keep fighting even when you stumble along the way to achieving your goals. Because then every time you come up against something that someone else would call a failure, you can see it differently. You can see it as just a step on the path to becoming someone you can respect. Thank you.